Yo, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, the setup is kind of tweaky right now. Like, it's a little bit tweaky. Like, we got the camera right here, and then we got the light right there. Like, yo, if this thing falls on my head, it's a wrap. Hiragana and Katakana are two of the three main writing scripts used in the Japanese language. Right. Hiragana is used for purely Japanese words, while Katakana is going to be used for foreign words that made its way to the Japanese language. They're both phonetic in nature. They don't really have any meanings on their own. It's purely for just phonetics. And they have the same phonetic system, but different looks. Hiragana is going to be more on the curvy side, right? With the curves and everything, you know what I'm saying? While Katakana is going to be more angular and sharper edges, if you will, right? So just learning Hiragana and Katakana is obviously not enough to know the entire Japanese language. However, you will be surprised at how much you'll be able to read, even understand a little bit when you're in Japan, right? But all you know is Hiragana and Katakana. Just by knowing them, you'll be able to understand and read a decent amount, you know what I'm saying? Like reading menus and signs and stuff like that, like when you're in Japan, right? Because when you know what I'm saying, when you go to Japan, there's no subtitles, so you have to like understand that stuff. So like when you see like signs or like menus, a lot of it is in Hiragana and Katakana. So just knowing this will be able to get you a fair bit, you know what I'm saying? So learning these characters, Hiragana and Katakana, I'm going to break this down into three different segments: pronunciation, flashcards, and mnemonic devices. So I'm not going to waste no more time, let's just get right into it. So learning these characters is going to be done through purely memorization, but before we even touch that, we have to get down pronunciation. Pronunciation is going to be very important, and it's good that we get it down right now so we don't sound goofy down the line, right? So the first step is just going through the list of Hiragana and Katakana and just listening to how they're pronounced. Have like a native speaker or like a YouTube video of a native speaker reading them and try your best to imitate them, right? As best as you can. So like looking at their mouth movements and their tongue posture and everything, look at that and really try to imitate that. Don't even worry about memorizing anything right now or trying to remember anything. Just right now, just focus 100% on pronunciation. Make sure that you're able to make the exact same sounds that the native speaker is able to make when doing these characters. One thing I want to mention when it comes to pronunciation is regarding the Hiragana and Katakana characters for these two characters right here. When you reviewing them and learning about them, it's going to say that it's fu, right? F-U, or hu, H-U is how to pronounce it. But it's actually like a mixture between them. It's not quite fu, but it's not hu, it's fu, right? Fu. It's not like a fu or a hu, it's fu. Like kind of in the middle. I don't really know how to explain it or like describe it, but it's like a mix between these two. It's not FU, but it's not HU, it's FU. So if you have the city Fukushima or Fukuoka, it's not Fukuoka or Fukushima, it's Fukushima, Fukuoka. It's weird, but yeah, that's one thing I got right there for you. Okay, so once you are 100% confident in your pronunciation of all these characters, the next thing is memorization. And we will do this via flashcards. I'm gonna be honest, this part is like really simple. All you have to do is just go to like Quizlet or whatever like flashcard app you want to use, make your own flashcards by hand or whatever, and you just review them. Like it's honestly just as simple as that. You just gotta review the flashcards like every day. Like whenever you have like a free moment, just review on your phone or by hand or whatever you want to do, right? Just review these flashcards. Like honestly, both Hiragana and Katakana are pretty like straightforward and easy to learn. So as long as you're putting in the effort and reviewing flashcards consistently, it shouldn't take that long. Like a week's top is all it should take. Probably like faster, but like at the absolute max, like a week tops is how long it should take. However, it genuinely can be learned in like a single day. It's pretty simple. One thing I want to note when doing flashcards, I do recommend that you add in the dakten when it comes to these characters, right? So if you don't know, dakten is basically like little like markings that you see on like the upper side of the character, and there's two kinds. There's like the one with the little two lines, and there's also the one with like the little circle on, little tiny circle. So for example, you have ha right here, right? With the two line dakten, it's ba, but with the circle one, it's gonna be pa, p, right? So you have ha, ba, pa, right? So I recommend that you put in a few of these in your learning. It's not like super hard. You can kind of, I kind of just like remembered it. Like, oh, I see a little circle, it's gonna be pa, or two little things will be ba, right? But I recommend just add a little bit into your flashcards. It's honestly like not that deep. But another thing that I want to note regarding pronunciation is the character he. This character is pronounced he, but can also be pronounced e. So he, he, or just like an e, depending on the situation or the context or where in the sentence it is. There's like Nihon e yokoso, or there's like hentai. Like, it can be both, so just keep that in mind. The last thing I want to touch on is mnemonic devices. So a mnemonic device, if you don't know, is essentially anything that helps you remember something, usually by association, right? And in this context, it's usually done via pictures and a bit of imagination. For example, we have the character here for key. If we use a little bit of imagination, it looks like a key. So you can remember, okay, this is key. Combining this with flashcard is going to like supercharge your learning. It's going to be like super fast. Like without mnemonics, it can be done, but with mnemonics, like, bro, you'll get it like that. Like combining this with flashcards is going to make the learning super fast, but not only will it make it fast, but it will also be able to stick in your long-term memory much better, because now you have an association to the character. Now you can see, okay, key is actually a key. Like your brain has built up that pattern and it has the association with the character. So not only did you remember it much faster, but it'll actually stick now in your head. Okay, so just a quick little recap. Make sure your pronunciation is on point. Make sure you learn those like little weird ones like eh or the hu kind of thing. Also make sure you understand the dakten, the little markings on the character. From there, we'll do flashcards and combine that with mnemonic devices. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. If there's anything that you think that I missed, just put it down below in the comment section. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, with that, King Hand out.